everybody. This is Heroes and Brews with
Nerdy dudes.
An engaged dude?
Oh my god. I am guilty.
This man right here.
Guilty as charged.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah.
Proposed to his wonderful girlfriend Laura.
Yes.
Last week. And now the wedding process begins.
It begins.
The fun. And apparently I'm like the maid of honor and like the best man.
I know, it's weird. Like, we didn't even say that. He just kind of volunteered himself.
On air.
That's even crazier.
Kidding.
Yeah.
Not going to happen. Anyway, congratulations.
Thank you, my friend.
Send your congrats out to Mr. Kevin over here and Laura, because I am very excited for that wedding.
This wedding is going to be more epic than Bruce Wayne and Selena Kyle's wedding. I haven't read Batman number 50 yet, so I really don't even know how that ends. But I'm just saying it's probably going to be more epic than that.
I agree. Anyway, from the neighborhood Beeroes, Kev, Ty, you liked that little spinoff, didn't you?
Yes, I did. That was really good.
So, Comic-Con happened in San Diego this past weekend, right?
The biggest nerd event of the year.
Yes.
Yeah.
And let's see what happened. A lot of DC, not a lot of Marvel.
No, but we knew that.
Yeah, we knew
that.
that
going into it. Marvel
but
was
a
not
lot
gonna
of
participate.
DC.
Yes, so they had to really shine this year. That was their time. I mean, it was just out of the big two, they were it. So they really had to bring it. And
I think they brought it.
I think they brought it.
So we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
We're gonna break this up because we could probably go about, if we did like a DC San Diego Comic-Con segment, it'd probably be like 50 minutes to an hour if we did it straight through. So we're gonna break this up into like trailer reviews and then like an overall thought of the new DCU. You know?
Yeah.
So we're gonna start with Aquaman. December. Big things to come. Jason Momoa looks phenomenal. James Wan is so passionate about this film, and it looks brilliant. It looks beautiful.
Yes, it does.
The characters are straight from the comics. Literally, they took everything straight from the comics and threw it on screen, and it looks phenomenal. And I think DC is confident because when they announced their like cinematic universe name, I think they're like, okay, we know what we're doing now, and this is what we're going ahead with. And they showed Shazam and Aquaman, and it did not disappoint either way, in my opinion.
No, I agree. And you know what? It's so funny because we've talked so many times on this show about how we're so frustrated with DC, but I think we're so frustrated with them because we love DC and we love their characters so much that we just want to see them succeed. And it's so funny. I'm going to relate it to the Eagles, because I'm a huge Eagles fan, that no matter what, I stuck with them through all the shitty times, and then they freaking won the Super Bowl last season. And that's what I think DC is. DC fans, as frustrated as we get, as upset as we get, when I saw the trailer for Aquaman and just heard all the news that was involved in this whole DC moving forward, it got me really excited. And I think hey, I could be completely wrong, but my hopes are high. I think that things are going to be figured out, and they're really going to take their time and really focus on individual films and just put out good material.
And I agree, and I think they have a great idea with this film because you got a lot going on. You got King Orin, his stepbrother. You got Black Manta.
Orm.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Black Manta looks phenomenal, dude. He looked badass in that trailer. Like, that gave me goosebumps when I saw him. And he's just going like this, and his razor going out against Aquaman. I'm like, this is sick. I know. And I know. And the thing is, I can't get over the most is how well the sea creatures look. Mm-hmm. Like, they have all these big crustaceans that's fighting each other. You got the sharks with laser heads going on. Like, it's a wild war.
Yeah.
A wild Atlantean war with all these sea creatures, and it looks awesome.
It looks awesome.
It doesn't look fake CG'd. It looks like it's done really well. So I'm excited to see how everything portrays on the big screen.
And I think that's something everybody was really, really nervous about, was how it would come across on screen. And I think, it's kind of because we hadn't seen anything from it yet.
Yeah.
And they were talking about how, or James Wan was saying, I want to produce a trailer for everybody, but I want this to look right.
Yeah. Because
he was honest, and he said what they're doing is it's difficult.
Yeah,
it's difficult to kind of...
Especially when you're doing all, like, a mostly underwater film. You know, you gotta make that look real.
Yes.
All the movements, how the water reacts to the people moving around.
I couldn't even imagine taking on that kind of task.
Oh,
and when James Wan was announced as the director, I wasn't nervous by any means. I thought it was interesting. I thought, wow, this guy that sort of brought horror, like, to where it is now, like for a new generation, you know. And then I know he directed the Fast and Furious, like the 7th film, whatever that was called. Mm-hmm. And James Wan, what I love about him is he does these really cool camera tricks, and I'm kind of excited to see like how he incorporates that into Aquaman, and if he incorporates even some horror elements to it. But visually, the trailer looked
stunning.
Oh my god,
stunning!
It looked fantastic.
Yeah.
It's still like not entirely like we're so used to, like, you know how DC, like Zack Snyder's DC had this color palette.
Yeah.
Like every film was just like, here it is, and then we're gonna put this filter on it, and it's dark and dreary.
Have that at all.
No, I mean there was some parts where I thought, okay, I could see it kind of fitting in there, but it still kind of has its own thing.
And neither did Shazam too. They have different color palettes in like Batman vs Superman than Justice League, so it's nice to see that they're broadening their not their horizon, broadening their spectrum, you know.
Yeah.
But in the right reasons, because like with Shazam, I know I'm going a little off target. Shazam's lighthearted. It's a kid becoming a superhero, so you know you got to be like funny and witty with that. With Aquaman, especially Jason Momoa's Aquaman, he's very funny. You know, he doesn't take things too seriously. So I feel like you got to fit the mood and the tone with the character. Because with Batman, you know, he's gritty, he's dark. So I think you got to fit with that. Mm-hmm. And I think what DC was doing wrong was they were trying to take the Batman filter and throw it on all the superheroes. But I think once they get their grips, you know, and say, hey, we need to show filters for each separate hero, I think that's when they start making their stride, which they're doing now with Aquaman and Shazam.
I like to think that they are learning from their mistakes.
Yeah.
I think Aquaman, and of course, it's a trailer. And,
just a trailer.
You know, we've seen trailers for previous DC films, and we were like, oh my god, there's no way this is going to be bad. But I don't know. There's something about Aquaman and the fact that they have a new director and nothing. I'm not trying to put down Zack Snyder at all, but I think having a brand new director, almost similar to like Patty Jenkins who did Wonder Woman, having a different guy in there and his different vision, I think is the route they need to go. I think going with one director for 3 different films in a row, even though I know, and it's kind of crazy because the Russo brothers did quite a few for Marvel, and it seemed to work out.
Yeah, but that's if it works out, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes it might not work out, but if you use that same guy that's not working out for multiple films,
that's true.
It's not gonna be good at all.
You're right.
You're just gonna keep throwing shit down people's throat, you know?
Yeah, it's like, you know,
I don't mean vague about it, but like that. I mean vulgar about it, but that's the truth, you know? If you have a shit movie and then that guy's on for 3 more movies, he's gonna keep throwing shit down your throat. Because that's what his directing style is what he's used to.
It's not going to change.
It's not going to change at all.
You're not going to change him.
But Aquaman itself, like, I think it's going to be thrilling. They didn't give too much away in the trailer, which is nice. I don't like when they throw the story away. You know?
I wouldn't even put out another trailer.
No,
just leave it like that.
It's coming up in December. It's what 4 months away, 5 months away.
You're done.
Leave that trailer.
That.
I agree.
I wouldn't get, and I think as far as trailers go, I think they've learned from Batman v Superman because they basically had the full film in like 3 different trailers. Aquaman, I can't wait for it. I think it's just going to be a really exciting, crazy adventure kind of film.
So
I think Jason Momoa, I have no doubt in my mind that he can take on the lead.
Yes, I can't wait to see him.
I think him as Aquaman, and I think a lot of these DC films, from what I'm hearing, is they're basing a lot of it off of the New 52.
Which
stories,
was awesome, yeah.
Which was very successful,
yeah.
And what's great, and you know what I love is, I honestly I've never read too many Aquaman comics. I've read the New 52 Justice League comics, and I'm actually reading the Throne of Atlantis, I believe.
It's awesome.
From Justice League, the New 52.
I read that. I bought that because they had like the DVD graphic novel combo. Awesome, so good.
So seeing this trailer makes me want to start buying some Aquaman comics and reading New 52.
I think Jason Momoa is going to make Aquaman a fan favorite, and I'm excited.
Oh, no doubt in my mind. And I think, you know, even though Justice League had so many mixed reviews, and even me, my thoughts are, you know, I wasn't the biggest fan of the film. There were definitely a lot of weak points in it. But I don't think one of the weak points was Jason Momoa's Aquaman.
I don't think
I
so
think a lot of people would agree with that.
Yeah.
And I'm just really excited to see it because, he even said before, the Aquaman that you see in Justice League is not the Aquaman that we know. And I think portraying him in Justice League as this guy, he's so conflicted. He's like, yeah, I get it. Like, my mother was Atlantean. My dad was this guy who lived on sea. I don't really know what I am. I know how I have these abilities. I'm like throwing back whiskeys all the time. And then I think in Aquaman, we're finally going to see him like,
yes,
I understand what my destiny is. I understand what I have to do now.
Take that throne back.
And the fact, and they didn't show it in the trailer. However, of course, during San Diego Comic-Con, I think some statues and figures had leaked.
They did.
And he's going to wear his orange and green core. And I was like,
chills.
Wait, really? Yeah. But then when you see what the statues look like,
awesome.
It actually
works.
It
fits.
And they freaking, like, Orm's helmet, like, Black Manta, like you said, and Aqua, like, the fact that James Wan was like, I'm just going to freaking
We're taking this comic material and we're going to throw it on screen.
Yeah.
And, like, the biggest thing was Black Manta's helmet because it's, like, this big, bulbous helmet, Especially
I didn't know how it would work.
Exactly, with all the animated, animated movies, the graphic novels, it's all this big orb, And you can draw that properly, right? But you don't, like, in real life, you got to create that and make it look good. And it is phenomenal.
His suit looks sick.
It looks awesome.
His suit looks really
the
awesome.
actor himself, he looks like badass.
Yeah.
Like, we need to do a villain or dick on him, and I guarantee he's going to be a freaking villain big time.
I really hope that he, at the same time, though, if I have any concerns, and I don't mean to sound negative, if I have any concerns, I just don't want the film to seem like too much, because I know, from what I understand, the premise of the film is Orm is very, he's... in a way, I think he's jealous of his brother, his stepbrother, and he's very, us land people have been destroying the oceans, polluting the oceans, and he
Rightfully
wants to declare war against us, and Aquaman is the mediator. I just want to, like, where does Black Manta fit in? And I don't want it to be too crowded where it's like, oh, you have these two villains, like, so I don't know. I mean, I hope it works. I hope it just doesn't seem like there's too much going on in the film. He's got two, like, antagonists that he has to go against.
But it's cool to speculate that because they didn't give that away. You don't know what's going to go on.
So, that's correct. So
I'm excited.
I don't know. Oh, my God. I'm still just... Here's my...
Seriously.
Invisible credit
December,
card.
I'm going the first day it comes out.
Yeah.
We're going the first day.
No question.
We're doing instantly a trailer, movie review.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Well, that's on your thoughts so far. Aquaman, the trailer that came out from San Diego Comic-Con. We want to know your thoughts. Are you as pumped as we are? Because... in my opinion, I think DC is going the right way now. I am confident in their abilities after this weekend that they have the right vision and they're taking the right steps forward.
I agree too, man. I'm very, very excited. I can't wait. I just these are my favorite characters, and I know a lot of people are like, "That's all you ever talk about is DC," but I'm a DC fanboy. I love Marvel, and I think Marvel's brilliant, and I love their characters, and there's no denying what Marvel's able to do. But
I grew up with Robin and Superman and Batman.
Yeah, and I grew up Marvel right here.
Yeah, I grew up with Spider-Man. Spider-Man's awesome.
Yeah.
Hulk I grew up with, but like my what sticks out to me is Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman all day.
I've always been a DC guy ever since I was younger, and so I'm rooting for them, and I really hope that from here on out, things are going to finally come together.
I agree. As always, thank you for watching, and
cheers.
Hey guys, don't forget to use our promo code on Tavor, Beeroes. It's BEEROES.
This app Tavor will open up your world to all these different craft beers that you never even knew existed. If you download the app, you may find your next favorite beer that isn't even in your area. It could be from Iowa. It could be from Texas.
Hawaii.
Who knows? Hawaii. Check it out. Check it out, guys. You won't be disappointed.